Growing up, my parents had a lot of family friends from different cultures, and food was always a big aspect of it. There would always be a family gathering where everyone would cook something different amongst every single week. Doing this whole culturally focused approach to the business was brought about by the idea that my parents being migrants coming here, they wouldn't have been in the position that they're in if they weren't given opportunities. Byteden's a culturally focused food service where we aim to use empowered vendors to provide meals to different markets, so the markets being corporate offices and tertiary campuses. The aim for Byteden is to bring on board as many empowered chefs. So my way, it's kind of giving them an opportunity that once my parents had. For a lot of them, it was a chance to network, a chance to make friends, especially with some of the chefs that we have. They might have only been here for 2 or 3 years with no extended family, especially them coming from, whether it's a war-torn country or something like that. That whole chef community is pretty much their family in a way. So every dish that I kind of put out with a collaboration with the chefs, we want to put a story behind the dish as well as a story behind the chef who's creating the dish. By having their first bite of the dish, we want to kind of allow them to kind of touch upon a memory. Working with them, you kind of appreciate the little things that you have in life. Generally nowadays, people are time constrained with, what they can do with their time. So, by solving an ease of access issue, people would kind of spend a lot of time catching the elevator down, picking up the meals and getting back up, and that's a whole 15 to 20 minutes. And then by the time you kind of eat it, it takes 1 hour when you can kind of solve that problem by getting it very accessible to you. The biggest challenge I probably faced at the start was logistics. Networking's been a bit tough, only because you're in a kind of a very crowded market in food where everyone essentially asks you, how is your product going to be differentiated across all the bigger companies or even the little companies that are coming up? I would love to take the Byteden brand to different major cities around the world. Toronto, London, New York, Los Angeles. But it's also, I think, an opportunity for those chefs to see the rest of the world as well. I've had probably more failures than successes in trying to start Byteden up, but I think it's all about trying to get over that speed hump and then being resilient about it and then not letting go of that particular dream that you may have in trying to achieve your business objective. Don't be afraid to try out different cultures, and I think the best way to kind of do that is through food. So I think that's something that Byteden can help initiate that process, whether it's through partnerships that your corporate office or your tertiary campus may want, or even if it's something like catering that you guys want to come out and show you different cultures through food.